All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do another video for you guys. This video, we're going to do the airdrop from my third account that I talked about last week. Not last week, a couple of days ago. So we'll do that here. We'll get it going because, as you guys know, you do have to manually confirm that. Good news is this is a brand new account, so there's not a ton of people here. So you'll be getting, bigger portion or a bigger slice of the pie, so to speak. We'll also talk about the animal farm, the new white paper that they just put out. So posted that over in our Telegram yesterday. We'll show you here what it looks like. Also, there's some cool updates here for some of these other passive platforms that I'm in. So before I get into anything, do want to remind you that everything I talk about on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. Definitely not giving you financial advice. You should do your own research, do your own due diligence. And if you feel like you can tolerate the risk, because all of this is high risk, then only put in funds you can afford to lose. All right, guys? Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So that being said, let's get this airdrop going here. As you can see here, Drip sitting at $25, a little bit over $25 right now. And yeah, Drip, to me, even though the price, has come down a bit, it's still home base. It's a contract, it's a protocol that has been working seamlessly now for over a year. It has a trusted dev team. Yeah, there's been some hiccups in the road, but that's business. I mean, that's how things are. Okay, things aren't always going to be, smooth sailing all the time. So, they had to relaunch the animal farm. They had to pause piggy bank, all that stuff. We've already rehashed that. We're not going to go into it again, but while all that was happening, the faucet contract has been doing its thing. It's been working behind the scenes, as you can see. You can see right here, it's crushing it. This is my first account here, still over 653,000 deposited here. You can see here it's spitting out dividends, every single day. Here's my second account right here. 564,000 plus deposited. So just those two accounts is over $1.1 million deposited. So 1% of that is what, $11,000 daily. You can see here it's spitting out dividends. So again, Drip is still doing its thing. To me, it's still home base. And even though I may diversify into other things, I always come back to Drip, guys. So again, check this out. If you want, I'll leave my buddy address down below if you want to use it. If not, no worries. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just, there's not a ton of people on this account here. So let's see here. So let's see, let me just get this going. Bear with me, guys. Usually when I'm multitasking on a video, I don't really talk that much, but you can see what I'm doing on the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that. And then there's 17 people on this account, but I'm doing it for the people that have at least 25 Drip deposited, okay? There's no requirements for referrals or anything like that in this specific airdrop. It'll be for people that have 25 Drip deposited, okay? So let's see how many people. Let me see, 25. And I'll just do the whole 43. That comes out to about, I don't know, 1,100 and change. 1,100 Drip and change. I got hit with a 10% tax. There's 8 people. So you see, 1,100 divided by 8, $137 for these 8 people. So not too bad. Not too bad. Let me go ahead and do that. So we'll get this thing going, and as it's going and I'm confirming, I'll go ahead and show you what the white paper looks like. They updated the white paper. I believe they're updating the UI today. It should be pushed out by 12 noon if it's on time. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, Drip Faucet doing its thing, guys. Again, it's pays out 1% a day, as you guys probably already know. So it's it's been solid for over a year. Forex has some new partnerships, a lot of things that he's going to be focusing on once this whole relaunch happens, which is supposed to be this Thursday. He said many times that he's going to be coming back and refocusing on trips. That'll be pretty exciting. So that being said, let's take a look at this new white paper. I'm not going to read it word for word. You can check it out for yourself. So I posted it over in our Telegram. This is what it looks like. It has a ton of new information. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have changed. This is the V2 of Animal Farm. Okay, so there's the website upgrade that you can check out. So that'll be pretty cool. Piggy bank crediting, V2. So I'm pretty excited about piggy bank. I mean, when it was running, it wasn't running for a long, it was running for a couple of days. When it was running, it was spitting out a ton of dividends. So we'll see what happens here. I'm super stoked about it still. Hopefully it gets to take off again. And once it does that, I'll be doing a ton of videos there. If you want to use my referral link, I'll leave it down below. There will be opportunities for us to airdrop stakes for people on our team. So that should be fun. Here's a little bit on the Pigpen crediting. If you were in Pigpen, which I would assume a lot of you guys were, as was I. Here, just give some information on wallet crediting, some improvements they've made to the farm. You can go through that. Piggy bank V1 versus piggy bank V2. There's vesting, increased cash flow, bullish pigs. It talks a little bit about the auto liquidity that they're going to have for dogs on V2. So again, you can check this out for yourself. I'm not going to go through it. It's 48 pages. Tons of information here. It even has information on the drip garden, core farms, things like that. So if you wanted to get some information on the garden, I think towards the back of the white paper, they do talk about the garden. So yeah, you can check this out. Here it talks about gifting stakes, which is, the airdropping of the stakes, which I just mentioned. So yeah, it looks like they put a lot of work into this. Hopefully this thing does take off and we can start earning from the animal farm once again. So yeah, this Thursday is when it all goes down. This is Forex just posted this actually today, like an hour ago. He said today is a big day for us. We are preparing to push the new UI right now, 12 noon Eastern. I have a meeting with a major BSC DEX about earning additional yield on our native assets, as well as our single asset animal farm pools. At 1 p.m. we have an AMA. So he has an AMA inside of a Telegram group. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, he has an interview with a crypto YouTuber based out of China. So yeah, it looks like he's gearing up. Again, Thursday is the big day. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully everything runs smoothly and we will be good to go. That being said, like I said before, this is way over your head. If you don't like farming, if you don't want to lock your tokens in pools and things of that nature, just go to the faucet. Faucet's been doing its thing, and now is a good time. The entry point right now, the price of drip might be very, very ideal. All right, guys, moving on. Piston, as you can see here, let's take a quick look at the price of Piston right now. It's at $19.56. So that's pretty good. It's approaching that $20 mark. So we'll see what happens. It was at $19.56. $19. It looks like it's such a big dip, but it's all it did was go from $19.56 to $19.50, right? Then it went up to $19.57. That's where it's pretty much sitting at right now. So I did an airdrop yesterday. Again, if you want to check this out, it pays out 1% a day. You can use my buddy address if you like. It's down below in the description box, but you can see here I have $23,000 worth of Piston that I have deposited in the race, in the contract, spitting out 1% a day. I might even increase that. Let me see how I feel later on today. But yeah, it's been working. It's been working. So me, I like things that work. If it's working, I'm good, right? I'm good with it. As long as the contract is working and there's transparency and there's communication coming from the dev team, that gives me confidence. So we'll see what happens here. But right now, price is increasing. We'll see if it crosses that $20 threshold. I'm assuming it will, because that's kind of been the trend of what's been happening the last couple of days. So maybe later today, it'll cross over that $20 mark. All right, let's talk about MetaFi yielders. Now, again, this is more of a centralized platform. I would probably categorize this as a high yield investment program, a hype. Again, there's not a ton of transparency here as far as trading or anything like that, or farming. It's actually a yield farming platform, not a trading platform. But what is good about it is the founder. He is, he's pretty active. Like, he's in the Facebook group all the time. He's doing Facebook live stream, or what is that what they're called? Facebook live streams or Facebook or Zoom meetings that he's posting in Facebook, right? They're live. I think he's done twice already. He's done twice. I think he did one yesterday and did one today, earlier this morning as well. So at least once a week, most times twice a week, he'll be in the Facebook group doing, he'll be doing lives. He's active on Telegram. Like, I've messaged him before, he's replied back. So you can reach him over on Telegram. So I like that as well. Doesn't make it risk-free, right? I'm not saying that this is risk-free because of that. But, at least there's someone there that's, that is communicating, right? So we'll see what happens. This one's paying out 3.3% a day for 30 business days. They also have another plan, which is 1% a day for 30 business days. You can see here I have close to 31,000 deposited. Did do a withdrawal yesterday. It hit my wallet in about 4 hours. So it's pretty quick, all things considering. And they just did a promo for a new plan, a new pack, right? This one there's 1,500 of these packs available. This one here, the minimum is $10,000. If you come in with that, you will get 4.2% a day for 30 business days. So let me see where I put that. Give me 1 second. I took up a snapshot. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So you can see here, this is Michael Daher. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's the owner of the platform. He's the one that's doing live streams and Zooms and all that. He just posted it over on his Facebook. 4.2% daily yield is live now. From that, you'll get 4.2% a day for 30 business days, Monday through Friday. The capital return is after 30 business days, and there is compounding available. Payment cycle is 42 days. Again, the 30 business days is equivalent to 42 days, okay? And there's also a 2.5% reward cashback for the person who deposits the 10,000, and 2.5% reward cashback for, I guess, the person who refers the person who puts in 10,000. So again, the example is if you put in 10,000, you earn $420 daily profit, 30 for each business day for 30 business days. You'll make a profit of 12,600. You'll get your capital back of 10,000 at the end of the term. So total is 22,600 from your 10,000 deposit. So the math is there. Everything makes sense. What we don't know is if this thing will run for that long. So we'll see what happens. It's a major gamble, but again, for me, I always look at risk and reward. The reward is enough for me, at least enough for me to put in 31,000, right? Again, if you're going to get involved with this, make sure you set up your 2FA and you enable the thing that notifies you if you change IP addresses. That way, if your 2FA doesn't work for whatever reason, you can switch browsers, log in from there. It'll give you a notification in your email that it'll give you a PIN in your email saying that you're using a different IP. You can always use that PIN to access your back office in any case that your 2FA doesn't work. So that's kind of the workaround for that. But we'll see what happens here. I'll give you an update as we get closer and closer to that 30 business day mark. Once that happens, I'll be able to take out my deposit. In the meanwhile, we're earning 3.3% a day. Last but not least, guys, Swapnex. This one here has been doing its thing. What can I say? I mean, again, I would probably categorize this as a high yield investment program as well. Now, a lot of times when we think of hypes, we think of things that are going to exit, scam, or rug pull, in 2 days or 3 days or something like that. And again, I have no crystal ball. I don't know how long this is going to run. But my point is that, we've all seen things rug pull, even in the smart contract world, in the quote unquote decentralized world, things that have been audited before. They've all been exploited. They've all been rug pulled. So for me, when I look at a hype, to me, it doesn't make it any more riskier than, getting in on, farming. 'Cause God knows, we've been exploited on farms as well, right? So when you look at a platform like this, don't just turn your eye, don't just look at it like, oh, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to stick with, you know, um, this platform or that platform. All of it can be exploited, right? There's nothing out here that's risk free, and there's nothing out here that's more riskier than others. They're all risky. It's just a matter of getting in early or trying to get in as soon as you can so that you can break even as soon as you can and then get into profit as soon as you can. Because the key is once you get into profit, then it's gravy at that point, right? It's just free money. It's just you're just getting dividends. So that's what we're gonna see. We'll see if this thing, if I can hit my break even point. I've put in what is that? $55,000. This is what I have in my balance currently. I did a withdrawal yesterday. The withdrawals are pretty fast. They're super quick, actually. Well, I don't know if it's because I'm withdrawing in BNB or what. Maybe it might be slower if you're withdrawing BTC, but it comes in like a couple of minutes. But yeah, this one here is paying out pretty quickly. As you can see here, you can see the percentages here. Click on more details. It shows your order ROI, 0.76. Now I get this, again, it fluctuates. It's not a fixed percentage. But that, I get paid out on this particular package, which was 58 BNB. I got 3 different packages for a total of 55,000. But this one here, the 58 BNB package is paying out 0.76 in this particular order. It paid out 0.76418%. Now, mind you, I get paid every 4 hours. So if it paid out 0.76418, now again, it's not fixed, but if I use that as kind of like a measuring stick, so to speak, it's gonna fluctuate somewhere around there. It might be a little bit higher, might be a little bit less. But if I'm getting that every 6 hours, not 6 hours, every 4 hours, right? That means there's 6 orders every 24 hours times 6. Yes, 4.58% I'm getting on this 58 BNB package. And I can track my other package, right? Because I put in I have three total packages, 3 separate packages totaling $55,000, right? So I can track that here. I'm not gonna bore you with that here, but it does have a lot of bells and whistles. The website looks pretty robust. It can actually look pretty complex at first glance, right? When I first took a look at this, I was like, man, there's too many things going on here. But the reality is when you come in here and you go to trading, let's say you fund your account, go to wallet, you fund your account, then you go to trading. If you click on auto mode, it's pretty much you make your deposit, you set it and forget it, and you're good to go. Once you click create order, you don't got to touch anything. Now, you might say, well, I wouldn't want to lock up my funds in here, right? Well, you can choose manual mode. If you choose manual mode, then you can actually pull out your initial deposit, right? Your funds aren't locked in for a certain period of time as it is when you put it in auto mode. You can actually take it out. The caveat for that is it's not automated, right? It's not passive. You have to come in here every 4 hours, right, and initiate the trade. Now, if you have more than one package, like for example, myself, I have 3. There's other people that have 5 or 6 or 10 packages because they're compounding. Because every time you compound, you're opening up another package. Then you can see how it kind of gets out of hand, and you're gonna have to log in like every 2 hours or every 1 hour. And if you have a job, if you're on the road, if you're taking care of kids, if you're just living your life, it'd be it can get out of hand pretty quickly. Which is why for me, even though there's a little bit more risk locking it in, because I can't just pull it out, I'll put it in the auto mode and try my luck. But again, that's just me. You can do whatever you want. Now, one little thing, again, if you do click on manual mode, you do have to purchase one of these plans. If you're on auto mode, you don't have to purchase one of these plans. But if you go to manual mode, you do have to pick a monthly plan, which is like a subscription. You pay, for let's say the personal, you pay $500 a month. Some people have the professional, some people have the start plan. But again, this is for people who like the manual thing because they can pull it out. So they don't mind paying the subscription for the exchange of pulling out their funds whenever they feel like it. It's all based on you. It's all, whatever you feel like doing. In any case, it's super high risk, guys. So if you want to get into it, make sure you only put in funds you can afford to lose. If not, just watch what I do with it. We'll see if I get wrecked. We'll see if I make a profit. But yeah, if you're looking for, something that can pay out a pretty significant percentage daily, this might be something you might want to take a look at. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. Actually, give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So I just went back to check. And you can see here all of the airdrops came through for drip. So just wanted to check that. I like putting that on video. Otherwise, we're going to say, oh, you didn't do it. You'd be surprised at all the crazy comments I get over on Telegram. But in any case, there you have it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, do your research on these platforms. Only put in risk capital. What's your thoughts? What are you into? Post it down below in the comments. Love to find out the sentiment of the market, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. My phone's going off. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.